that I do have a bit of a fever, so I won't be my usual chirpy self, So
No.
just bear with me. Yeah. So.
Although, I hope you feel better, but sometimes it's difficult to come in to these podcasts knowing I'm kind of going to be bombarded by words from you, Daniel. It's a lot to handle sometimes, but I do hope that you get well soon.
Yeah, well, I didn't plan it, but sometimes that's just how it happens. Well, I don't know. It's weird because it was fine. It's going in waves right now. I only get fevers. I've only gotten them in the evenings. So.
Nice little reward for your hard work. Speaking of hard work, Daniel, sounds like you being on a flag football team, you've kind of taken a deep dive into defensive coverages used in the flag football level that you're at, as well as the professional football level. Can you tell us what you've learned? Some insights for the layman that we might find interesting on Saturdays and Sundays?
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else.
Oh, are you still there, or did you give up already? It's fine if you did. We're okay with it.
Oh, Noah?
Yeah, that's you.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
My life's not that interesting. I said, well, we'll go to Noah, because Noah's got has a big life announcement that you might not be ready for, Valley. You might want to sit down for this.
I actually have no idea what you're talking about.
You had a life change.
You mean I moved?
That's a change.
I moved 10 minutes.
That qualifies as a change.
Yes, I moved to Piedmont Park. Right on the park.
Ah.
It's nice. Although it took me an hour to get home today. But that's just because they shut down the highway. Someone was probably driving stupid and I don't know, 85 car crash or something, I don't know. Either that or a fender bender. There's no in between.
That's very true. Yeah. Have you learned anything about defensive coverages since moving, Noah?
I don't understand the question.
Well, Daniel's starting his flag football. He's learned a lot about defense.
I do know that you don't have to cover the Venus on a Spider 2 wide banana because they're never going to throw it to the Venus.
Yeah, Daniel, can you confirm that?
No, if you could make that reference, because that play was made famous by someone who's been canceled. But Noah is fond of people that have been canceled. That's kind of his thing. Yeah.
Gruden?
Yeah, he got canceled.
Dude, my dad had a 65th birthday party, and someone got a cameo from John Gruden. And John Gruden was just ripping on my dad. It was really funny. My dad...
Again, Alex is the fact checker. He's going to give us the rundown of what happened with John Gruden.
Well, he said some emails that had some bad stuff, but they purposefully left out the other emails that other people were sending when they fired him, and then he sued them and won, right? Or something? I don't know. I don't know all the details, but
I don't know that he won the suit, but it's not really an excuse. Everyone else was also racist.
I don't think it was racist. I think it was...
there was some racist. It was racist and homophobic. It was all the check boxes.
It wasn't anti-Semitic.
I
know that because my dad sent me a meme about 3 years ago that says... Well, give me a second to find it. It was 3 years ago, so... It might take... a couple of seconds to find. I found it. John Gruden apologizes for leaving Jews out of offensive emails.
That's a good one. Daniel, I was kind of thinking, sort of, nice. That's a good headline. But I remember when that story kind of broke, Daniel, and we both were kind of, I think we were together at the time, this, like studying or something.
A couple?
Yeah, a couple. And I remember we were kind of reading through the emails, and you said something along the lines of, I don't see what the problem with any of that is. If I remember that correctly, Daniel. I kind of curious to see if you've changed your position since then.
I'm genuinely trying. Let's see. When was this? Was this in? This is in 2021. Okay, so that was actually. Alex, I think you have me mistaken with Tanner.
I might have. You guys tend to have pretty similar viewpoints about stuff like that, especially back then. Like we all kind of.
Yeah. I feel no regrets throwing Tanner under the bus because he cancels himself on this podcast every week, so it's not really like that's not really out of the. I think it's very believable for our audience.
Yeah, sure.
Do you remember how those emails came out?
Well, he was fired.
No, he wasn't. He
Oh, that's right. He was never fired. Well, he was fired afterward.
He resigned, I'm pretty sure. But do you know?
Yes.
Do you remember how those emails came out? It's because they were looking into other emails and just found them.
They were looking into Dan Snyder.
I think it was someone on Washington.
Yeah, it was Snyder. They were looking into Snyder. I'm pretty sure, who has also been canceled.
Because. I don't think it was him, but it was someone on Washington's staff, the commander staff, that sent like him and other coaches, or him and someone else maybe, like naked pictures of cheerleaders.
That sounds like the Washington thing, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what happened, and because they sent it to Gruden, and then Gruden, like, they found other emails from Gruden. Yeah, anyway, good stuff.
It was Bruce Allen, wasn't
it? No, he's not the one who sent the emails. No, he's the one who got them. He was the other one, the GM.
Yeah, he was the GM, wasn't he?
He didn't send those emails. He received them.
Yeah, okay, he received them. Okay, sorry, yeah.
Him and Gruden, and I think maybe someone else, but.
Hey, cool.
Anyway.
Well, that's the kind of
fun topic.
Person you want, like kind of dropping into your birthday party.
Oh, it was hilarious. He's actually really funny.
Got to take the good with the bad with some people, right, Daniel? That's kind of what you always say with stuff like this. It's like
you got to separate the art from the artist,
Yeah.
He called my dad the most eligible bachelor in Atlanta. Sorry, the most eligible Jewish bachelor in Atlanta.
Noah, do you feel left out because he didn't go after Jews?
No, I'm actually okay with it.
You don't feel you don't feel left out? You don't feel any FOMO on that?
No. He went after gays, right? He said something like
but
like what was it? Roger Goodell was I don't remember what he said, but something.
We're going to have Alex actually read the exact quote that he said.
Roger Goodell is a clueless anti-football pussy.
I took the words right out of my mouth. Would that fall under misogynistic?
Yeah, but then he said something else about Roger Goodell.
Okay.
What did he say? I was waiting for Alex to read that.
Daniel, unlike you, I've kind of been pretty consistent in my, I guess, equal rights stances over the years. Been pretty.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I was just about to continue explaining until you cut me off, but no, I did, pretty.
I didn't mean to cut you off like that. Okay, anyway. Sorry.
Pro gay rights, pro pro-feminism, that sort of thing. I know, Daniel, you've kind of had some time to turn that around, kind of get on that train. Basically, what I'm saying is I have never felt comfortable saying those things, and I think it might fit a little more for you, just since it would work better for the podcast if you read it. I think you'd have a more convincing delivery, if that's all right.
You know what? Let's talk about something else. Let's get on to.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about our sordid pasts, or we can, but maybe just different contexts or
Semen?
What
In
are
March
you talking about?
in March 2024, it was announced that Gruden had joined the Milano Seamen of the European League of Football as an advisor.
I see, like an Italian, like are they Division 2 or something like that?
Milano Seamen, European League of Football.
That's kind of interesting because I don't think Milan is on the ocean. Curious to know the backstory of that name. Daniel, I know you're not right on the coast.
Close?
Sorry, Noah, please.
Go ahead.
No. Oh, Daniel, I was curious about your experience with boats now that you are back in kind of the mid-Atlantic region, pretty close to the Chesapeake Bay. I don't know if you've been boating recently, if that's something, you know, what they say about boats. The best boat you can own is your friend's boat, i.e. don't own a boat. You have any tips for us? Boaters?
Do you like boats? You like ships?
I can't answer that question. Actually, I went on a family trip. My uncle owns a boat. And I don't know. I'm not sure I'm forged by the sea, you know?
You get seasick?
Well, yes, but not that bad. Not in this case. I think it's just like, I don't know it's for me, you know? It's fine. I don't hate it, but I just didn't get that sense of wonder that I see in other people's eyes, you know? It just didn't do it for me. I can go on a boat and read some other stuff, but I also hurt myself getting out of a kayak. So I was on the injured list for a bit of that time.
Yeah, no, you're kind of jaded by that experience, you know. At least you have ample opportunities to get back out there if you ever want to change your mind, though. Although I understand you have 2 legs, not 2 fins.
Sorry, so I mean, you're only 2.5 hours from the coast. 3 hours.
I think 2.5 sounds right. That's kind of like the middle of the nowhere coast. But,
yeah, I was gonna say if you want to go to Houston, maybe it's 3 hours. But you know, but there's probably lakes near you, aren't there?
Actually, yeah.
River.
Yeah. No, there's actually quite a. Well, I mean, we haven't gotten a ton of rain recently, so those lakes are just kind of dwindling. It's kind of sad to see, but yeah, no, there's what they did is there's a river that goes through the city, and so they dammed up kind of like the river system, and so there's a decent amount of lakes kind of extending northwest of the city. So there's a bit of a boat culture. Unfortunately, I don't have enough dough to really, you know, rub elbows. But, you know.
Really?
Daniel does.
Yeah, I mean,
it
goes without saying.
Actually,
I'm a producer of a successful podcast.
Yeah, it's both a podcast funny. No, I'm going to give you so many guesses to guess what the name of the river that goes, I mean, you probably know it. The name of the river that goes through Austin, Texas.
I mean, okay, I'm not going to look it up. It's the Colorado River.
Oh, man.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I know that because...
As I say, you figure you probably know it. That's pretty crazy. You're not that close to Colorado.
I mean, the Mississippi River goes through, Illinois. That might not be true.
I also believe it has to do with, the color red is roughly the translation. Red River. Obviously, it's not like Rio Rojo or anything like that, but I think it's more of a descriptor of the river, much the same as the quote, real Colorado River is, but it is interesting.
Let's see, does it go through Illinois?
Oh, it goes from northern Illinois.
It gets close. No, it goes to St. Louis, right? That's
it touches
Illinois. It goes to like Minnesota.
Yeah, that's not Mississippi.
But the Mississippi River is a lot bigger than the Colorado River.
Yeah,
I think it's a different Colorado River.
Yeah, they're two separate rivers. That's Daniel. I don't know if you're trying to like insinuate that they were one river. Definitely
No, I'm talking about the little mini Texas one.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Maybe Texas non-affiliated.
Yeah. But yeah, Noah was quick with it. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I had to think for a second. When I said I'm not going to look it up, I did not know it, and then I thought of it as I was saying that.
And then you looked it up, and that helped you figure it out.
I most certainly did not.
I can fact check that, Daniel. He did not look it up.
Okay, yep, we do have surveillance on right now.
Yeah, we got that covered.
The fuck?
But yeah,
I don't know.
If I really wanted to, I could get on a boat.
You don't have any friends that have boats?
I just was on a boat. When I say just, it was a couple months ago. I went to Lake Lanier. Didn't drown, which was nice.
You didn't anchor onto any dead bodies or anything?
No. I was afraid that might happen, but luckily we escaped unscathed.
You might see an uptick of that in the coming months. Halloween is coming. You know that means people who were thinking about murder before, they kind of get driven to it. I just fact checked that. That's completely true. That more murders are committed in Halloween. Please don't fact check. Please don't.
Is that true?
Committed where?
I meant the month of October, since it's spooky season, Halloween. Now, people, they watch the horror movies, they get a little, they're already on the edge thinking about it, and then they just get pushed over by watching, Paranormal Activity 13 or something. I already fact-checked myself. It's true.
Is it, though? I fact-checked using Google Gemini, not sponsored.
Okay. Yeah, and?
It says that murder, not necessarily, but more crime in general, is reported on Halloween than other nights.
Why is that quite different from all other nights?
Well, I was going to say, it kind of makes sense because, what?
That was funny. You're a bad person.
I'm looking for murder, though. They don't have any information about murder.
Joke.
I got it. I'm trying to find the murder. But Gemini, again, not sponsored, is not giving me the information I want. Let me try a different AI program. That's how you do things these days.
Not
right?
Sponsored.
Yeah, let me go to Copilot.
You're again, a real professional, Daniel.
Are there more murders? Let's see what Copilot says. Okay, violent crimes increase, but that doesn't really answer my question.
Close enough, Daniel.
Well, this one says it's 50% more on Halloween, but Google Gemini said 17%. You know what? AI these days, you can't rely on it for anything.
It's probably somewhere in the middle at like 9% between those two numbers. So
yeah.
I guess.
Well.
Well, yeah, people, they forget who they are when they put on the mask, and then just go through with it. All that is to say, just be careful around Lake Lanier on Halloween.
Noah is setting up a phone call with someone else. He's just not interested in us. Okay, he's joining.
Oh, this is the professional.
What the heck am I doing?
If you were really professional, he would be switching between them as he talks.
Yeah, where they got the little red camera light. Like, all right, now look over here.
Okay, so real quick, go to camera 3.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't work when you have both on at the same time. And it works very well for our...
both on at the same time. It's called twin cam.
It's called fix it in post, Daniel. That's your job.
Yeah, we also
have
heard
no
audio.
idea what's going on. I've got 2 cameras on.
Yeah, we have audio only, and Noah has 2 cameras. He's very proud of himself. He's never accomplished something so great in his life as just joining on his phone and his computer at the same time. Maybe not even the first time he's done this bit on the show.
What if I do this? Oh no.
Oh, that's
okay, well then it does my... Okay. Is that what I sound like? Oh god. I hate my voice.
That's like...
Yeah, we've had this conversation before too.
Oh, that's nothing what I sound like to myself. I sound much more manly.
Yeah. I think I've read something about the way the voice reverberates in your ear / with your skull, makes it sound deeper.
Do you like this banana?
In your own ear. It looks like you probably want to eat it soon. That's like perfect ripeness, at least for me. Oh, okay, that's... So what Noah's doing right now is he's showing his laptop screen. He's filming his laptop screen, so we've got kind of a podcastception going on. Daniel, if this continues, I'm going to have to log off. This is kind of getting out of hand here.
It's very unprofessional, I agree. It's this is a very serious podcast. We were just about to get to our world events topics.
What? We're about to what?
Our world event topics.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, just be careful what pagers you buy, okay? Just watch out.
Okay. I'm not gonna comment on that.
And that covers our world events section for today.
Yes, let's get to the next segment, which is favorite book you're reading. Alex, we'll let you go first, since this was kind of your idea. You brought up this segment a long time ago.
Yeah, thank you.
Probably years ago. So I'll let you start.
Funny you say favorite book I'm reading. Like, there's multiple. I hate to break it to you, but I can only handle like half a chapter of a children's book at one time. We'll say I am reading about the history of Mexico, which is pretty interesting. I feel like we don't know a whole lot about our neighbor to the south, so it's been enlightening to say the least. How about you, Noah?
I don't think I've read a book by choice. Maybe like 2 or 3 in my life. Probably not in the past 15 years, maybe 10 years.
That's a good one.
It's true.
Care to comment, Daniel?
No, because I don't know how to read, so this is kind of not in my domain anyway. Apparently, according to surveys, like reading a book is one of the most attractive things you can do as a man or a woman.
So I'm not currently looking for a woman.
No, I'll take notes.
I just no.
File it away for later.
Yeah, just in case, you never know.
Sorry, Daniel, did you just say that men reading for women? Are you saying that women, on average, have a lower level of literacy? Insinuate? I don't know what you're saying here, Daniel.
Let me rephrase. Maybe that wasn't clear. When you survey women and ask for their most attractive qualities for men, that men would have, or like habits, I should say, not qualities. One of the best habits a man can have is reading. Okay,
cool. I thought we were kind of going back to Daniel a couple years ago there, but no, thanks for clearing that up. Yeah, no, that's fun. It's a fun segment. Kind of depends on the crowd, I guess, that you poll here, Daniel. But it's always fun to get everybody's opinions on that. I'll be sure to check those books out, guys. Thanks for the recommendations.
We really gave you a lot. I can't. Oh, sorry, I can't. I need you guys to talk more. I'm struggling here. No, just say anything.
What is your address and social security number, Daniel?
You know what? I think that was already leaked online, so you can find that.
Where?
Probably on the podcast feed. It's probably in the description.
I'm going to find where you live.
Just do like a audio scrape of all the podcasts. We'll find it.
It's one of those like
found out your birthday. I tricked you into telling me your birthday, but I forgot.
It's it's one of those things you gotta listen to the podcast at like a different decibel. It's like hidden underneath the audio.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those. You can look at it.
I think it was in December.
Well, actually, Alex's birthday's coming up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. No, it's around the corner.
When?
Ooh. Hold on. No, I can't remember. I'm sorry.
3 weeks?
Cold. No, it's Daniel. I don't know where you're getting that from. It's in May. I'm not even lying.
You know what? Everyone's birthday is coming up at some point.
My birthday.
It's coming up in less than a year. So I'm looking.
Mine is like in 3 weeks.
Oh, topical.
I don't know why he didn't.
No, I didn't care about Noah's birthday. I knew that Noah's was coming up, but I was taking a shot on Alex's.
Yeah, that's funny.
Didn't pay it.
No, you gonna go back to Lake Lanier?
No.
Many dead bodies? Oh, okay.
I'm going to the Dominican Republic, so hopefully I don't die.
Yeah. They better get ready for you. It's just you by yourself, I'm guessing. It's kind of how you do things, right?
No, I'm going with my friend. Or with my boyfriend. I'm also pretty sure that people on that island, I've heard, now this is a rumor, that people that come from that island eat your pets.
Yeah, fact check that, and ooh.
Not true?
Looking a little dicey. I can't confirm that.
I apologize.
Yeah.
That's just what I heard.
From what? Yeah, from sources.
My friend saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
I thought it was true because of that, but
yeah. No, if they were to do that though, probably just put it in ground meat or something.
Yeah.
Make a nice chili out of it.
Remember when they found I don't want to say Burger King because it might not have been Burger King. Well, I'm going to say it anyway. Was it Burger King that was using horse meat?
Man, that's crazy. How does that?
It was Burger King. Okay. It wasn't in the United States. It was in the UK. But
how do they do that though? How do you Whoops! I put a horse in the meat grinder.
It was from a supplier.
Yeah. From
is horse meat cheaper though? I feel like it would be more expensive. What are they getting out of it?
Yeah, where's the demand for horse meat?
I don't know.
Maybe pig. Don't pigs eat everything? Maybe it's pig feed or something. It's the same supplier.
Porcine DNA was also found. I don't know what that is.
Isn't that just pigs?
Oh, why can't they say pig?
Man, they're trying to pull a fast one on us. Well,
sorry, porcine. In case you didn't hear that.
Yeah, Alex, any exotic meats you've been eating lately? I know you're kind of a world traveler, so you probably got something to.
Yeah, man, it's a long list. Now I will say, I switch it up between ground beef and turkey, and man, ground turkey coming out of the tube is just we're really about to do this. But then you cook it off, and it's okay. But the initial kind of meet and greet with ground turkey is that's like a slab of meat right there.
Do you go rectangular package or tube? It sounds like you're a tube guy.
Yeah, tube. You mean as opposed to the little styrofoam thing, whatever. Yeah, no, but in terms of exotic meats, that is very low on the list in terms of how different it is. I've been to the island of Hispaniola, and no, I did not eat any pet meat, but you can eat birds there.
I've been there too.
Nice. That was a complete lie, by the way. I've never been.
So. No, I've been like 3 or 4 times. I was thinking, I had some Nutria the other day. It was interesting. Wasn't as good as what?
Is it that little rodent?
It's not little. It's pretty big.
It's like the muskrat type thing.
I was actually about to say it's not as good as muskrat.
Ah. You know, Daniel.
Don't get me started on beavers.
Yeah. Daniel, you care to share with the class your favorite sauce from muskrat? And I know you fiend for it.
I'm trying to think. Great. Like, I really haven't eaten anything crazy, I don't think.
Oh, I did go to Mexico and I did eat crickets on like a, I guess, tortilla or something. That
is disgusting.
I feel like crickets are normalized. You know, I feel like that's pretty common.
Yeah, it's like a thing in a lot of places.
Yeah, internationally.
Yeah. They were cooked. I mean, the texture was just crispy and they were seasoned. Honestly, the flavor wasn't like super overpowering. You just kind of didn't think about it too hard. Kind of ignore the texture a little bit. And honestly, I ate like 3 of those things. You know, it was definitely for the experience, but it wasn't the worst thing I've ever eaten. It's no muskrat though.
One dim sum dish that gets people going, I guess, is chicken feet. That would be the closest thing. But that's served in the United States. Huh?
Isn't chicken foot like a game?
Maybe.
Yeah, bro, if you wind up in the wrong side of town in Little Rock, Arkansas, you're gonna get chicken footed all over.
What is in Little Rock, Arkansas?
The chicken foot gang.
I don't know what that. I don't know what you're referring to.
No. I mean the look of chicken feet is a little startling if you've never seen it.
You ever had frog legs?
No, don't they? Maybe that's just the frogs in the boiling water. Don't they like kick and stuff? The frog legs.
I don't know. Maybe.
Like send a little electric shock through them. I've never had them. Daniel, the fever's getting to you. I know you go crazy for frog legs.
I actually not. We probably did soon. I gotta go to sleep. I went to sleep like at 8 last night. So
8 p.m.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm like, I have no energy. I might as well just go to sleep.
And you can just fall asleep if you want.
When I have a fever, I can go to sleep earlier.
I can't.
You know, when I just have, like I said, no energy, and I lie down for like, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. It's usually enough. Not when I'm healthy, but in this condition. Like, we have our work Olympics tomorrow, so I gotta get ready for that. You know.
What country are you on?
We're not doing countries. You're just with your group. Yeah, there's no countries. You're just in your.
That's just the color wars.
Yeah, there are colors. So
okay, well then it's not Olympics.
There are sporting events. Like they're doing volleyball. I don't know how they're doing volleyball, but apparently there's going to be volleyball. And other.
Hey, you got to recover then. You got a big day ahead of you.
Yeah. So, anything else you guys want to talk about? Like, frog related or not?
Okay. Gina, how's your love life?